Hey, what up, guys? It is me, Metro Taku Gamer here, and I have been a huge fan of Capcom since my younger years. Grew up playing Mega Man and a whole bunch of other Capcom games. Just here's some of the games in my current collection, like Chaos Legion, Capcom vs. SNK, some Resident Evils, Monster Hunter. Just absolutely love them. And this year in April, I don't remember the exact date, we will be getting a new IP from them. And recently, thanks to Happy Console Gamer of all people here on YouTube, I discovered that there's a demo for this game. This is going to be a new sci-fi action-adventure third-person shooter game called Pragmata. I have been hyped for this game ever since they announced it. I want to say like 2 years ago. It has been highly anticipated, and I'm so happy to say that this game is looking to be absolutely fantastic. I played the demo twice yesterday prior to filming this, and I just want to share my thoughts with you guys on the game. It was a short demo, roughly 25 to 30 minutes of content available. It was like a small segment of the game with a boss fight at the end, and I fell in love with it. I am very confident that this game is going to be very much Game of the Year material. So before I dive into some of my initial thoughts on this upcoming game, which I rarely cover upcoming games here on this channel, but I've been so excited for Pragmata that I just want to say, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you are a huge fan of video games, both modern and old, as well as anime, JRPGs, whatever, then this is definitely the channel for you. I am just a nice, humble nerd trying to share his passion here on YouTube. Well, let's get on with it. Let's talk about Pragmata. So, from my understanding of what the story is this is going to be set on a moon colony that has been almost completely abandoned. The main character is this guy named Hugh, who is like wearing this like high-tech spacesuit. It looks very almost close to like a mech suit, and he is teamed up with this android girl. I believe her name is Anna, and she has this ability where she is able to hack into the different robot enemies that you will be facing, and that is the primary gameplay. And that's the reason why I believe that they dropped a demo, which they are calling the Sketchbook Demo, to show off this new gameplay mechanic, because this is going to be very vital in order to make it through the game, because your weapons at first deal very little damage, but once you hack an enemy, which you will end up having to hack multiple times on, especially with tougher enemies, in order to reveal their weak point, which you are able to then shoot for higher damage. There are also like modifiers to the hacking. There's like a multi-hack where if you go across the board, because you have to be very quick with the different button presses to do the hacking, the multi-hack will be able to hack into a wide variety of different enemies. If you are surrounded, that will be very useful. There's also like a defense debuff that will lower the enemy's defenses, and you'll be able to deal even more damage. And there are different weapons. There's the shockwave gun, which is basically like this game's version of a shotgun. And then you have a stasis net gun, which releases an energy stasis field that will stop enemies in their tracks for a short period of time, which will also be very useful, especially with some of the tougher enemies where their weak points is like right behind them. And that became very useful during the boss fight at the end of the demo in order to stop it in its tracks. Also, during boss fights, if you deal enough damage, it will down the boss for a while, and you will be able to press R2, which I played it on the PlayStation 5, so pressing R2 will allow you to deal a massive amount of damage during a special attack sequence. And also, Anna, the android girl, I believe that was her name. I can't believe I only remembered the main character's name and not the android girl, who's also like one of the main characters in the game. But I'm 90% sure that her name is Anna. She also has like a special ability with her hacking where she is able to go into overdrive, and it will temporarily stop enemies for like completely, where they can't even do attacks. So the stasis net will just stop the enemy's movements, but it won't stop them from attacking you. But the overdrive ability that your partner has in the game will just completely stop the enemy in their tracks, and they won't be able to attack at all, and you will be able to lay the smackdown on them. Now, your starting weapon is a generic, like, submachine gun looking pistol called the grip gun, but there are different weapons that you are able to use in-game. In the demo, there's only the two, which is the shockwave gun and the stasis net gun, as well as your base pistol weapon. And you are also able to like double jump and then hover in place, and as well as hover over like small laser grids and all that. There's like a puzzle in the game where you have to, well, in the demo, not the game, but somewhere in the game there will be this puzzle where you have to go to like certain areas and hack these blocks. So hacking is going to be the main gameplay mechanic that will make Pragmata stand out. Not only that, but the atmosphere, the setting will also be very awesome, because Capcom has been like laying a bit heavy with like the fantasy games with like Monster Hunter, and then you have like Dragon's Dogma, and now they're doing like this full huge sci-fi adventure, and also they have been doing like a bit more like modern day era stuff with like the Resident Evil series. But it's really nice that they are experimenting with a new IP. I really do hope that Pragmata will be successful. I absolutely have the highest hopes for this game. I have a huge feeling that this is going to be my personal game of the year. It is just screaming game of the year potential. It was screaming that ever since they announced it. Like, this is going to be a very ambitious, must-play game for 2026. Now, as for the demo, for me, I did say it is a pretty short demo. I did 2 runs through the demo back-to-back. My first run was on like normal mode, and then I ended up dying in the boss fight, so I tried it out on casual mode. The only difference is that you deal like slightly more damage. The enemies are a bit weaker in casual mode, which would be highly recommended for those that are like new to this genre. Normal mode is definitely going to be for those that are like me and have been playing action games and like RPGs that are heavy on the action, and third-person shooters, and even FPS games for like almost my entire life. I will definitely be enjoying it a lot more in normal mode during the full game, but for the sake of the demo, like on my second run, I did it all in casual mode because I wanted to see how fast I could get it. Because my first run, I beat it in about 23 minutes. And then in my second run, I got down all the way to 10 minutes. And I do believe that this game will probably be a must-play for those who are into speed runs. I personally am not like a speed runner per se, but I might give it a try with this game, seeing as how I completely cut my time in half during my second run of the demo, and I will definitely be playing the demo just over and over and over again. And cool thing is that your save data from the demo does transfer over to the main game. As far as I know, you do unlock like a different style for Hugh's outfit at the end of the demo called the Scribble suit. So it looks like Anya drew all of her suit, and it looks really cool because his normal suit is just mostly white and gray. So the Scribble suit definitely gives it a splash of color, makes it look less monochrome, and honestly really cool. And I do really like the design of his spacesuit. I hope in game we do get to see if it's really a man in the suit or if it's like another android. I'm not 100% sure exactly what they have revealed so far in the story. I have seen all the trailers leading up to this demo, but honestly, I don't remember a lot of the details that were revealed in those trailers, so I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch them. But the hype is real for Pragmata. And that's pretty much all that I really want to share with the demo. It is a free demo to play. I believe it's available on all consoles that it is releasing on, which will be Nintendo Switch 2, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. And if there's any other consoles that I forgot to mention, I will leave that in post-edit. So, with that, that's going to be it for this short impressions video on Pragmata. I'm definitely going to be buying it day one. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about this upcoming game. I normally don't cover upcoming games, like I said earlier. I will try to do them, especially for games like this that I am highly anticipating. So with that, I'm Mecha Otaku Gamer, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.